Welcome back to Houston Life. From his long-running role in Sons of Anarchy to serial killer rather.
Yeah.
This actor, Charlie Hunnam, has made quite the transformation for his latest project.
Yeah, in Monster, the Ed Gein Story, Charlie brings a haunting humanity to a man whose story still fascinates and, of course, disturbs us many decades later. Lauren Kelly caught up with the actor all about the creepy new Netflix series.
I took that idea and I just kind of ran with it.
Ed Gein, what on earth are you japping about?
I'm not japping. Hand to God, I saw that picture and I thought, well, I could make something like that, so I did. I made a bowl out of one. It's my favorite bowl.
You sure are a one, Mr. Gein. They really broke the mold when they made you.
I'm serious.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Charlie, I'm just gonna throw this out there. You are one of my favorite actors, but after this, I am definitely not sure that I'm gonna be able to ever look at you the same. Monster, the Ed Gein Story. Tell us, who is Ed Gein?
He was a man living in the 40s, living in rural Wisconsin. He was born in the early 20s, started to commit some pretty terrible crimes in the mid to late 40s. You know, the inspiration for films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Psycho and Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs, but ultimately he was a man who loved his mom a lot and couldn't live without her, and she was the only person that he had any relationship with his whole life, and she died when he was 41, and he lived completely alone with nobody in his life at all, no friends, no family, and he missed her so much that 2 years after she died, he went to the cemetery and to dig her up to bring her home.
Oh, okay. So here's my question for you. How do you do research for a role like this? And do you have to clear your search history after you finish?
Yeah, no, you know what? I didn't do a lot of internet searching. I read all of the books. There are many, many books written about him. I read all of the books, none of which, I gotta be honest, were particularly helpful because they all really focused on his crimes, and they were kind of their sensationalist, very gory, long-winded accounts of like depravity, whereas I was interested not in what he did, but why he did what he did. And so I went back, I read all of his medical records, which were very, very helpful. And I read all of the court transcripts of his trials and, you know, just tried to understand who this guy was and why he was doing these crazy things he was doing.
For sure. From the mind of Ryan Murphy. So you know where it's going with this. Now streaming on Netflix. Charlie, is there one thing that really stood out that you think audiences are just going to go, whoa, at this one thing?
I mean, there's 25 of those things. He did some pretty wild and terrible things, but I hope that what people really take away is, A, the impact that he had on society. I mean, prior to, like we talked about Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, prior to Psycho, you know, the monsters in film and monsters in culture were monsters. They were werewolves and Frankenstein. After Psycho, we became the monsters, which is a huge, you know, cultural pivot in how we look at ourselves. And so, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I think are gonna blow people's mind. It's kind of hard in this day and age to create something scary, and I think this is genuinely scary because it's so human. You get to see really this human being turn into this monster, and you're with him every step of the journey. So you go like, oh, I understand this, and I kind of understand that, and now I don't understand this at all, but we know this guy and we're in on the journey.
Into the mind of a serial killer, right?
That's right.
Charlie, speaking of costumes and catching you in costume, do you have a Halloween costume picked out for this year?
No, I grew up in England, and in England, adults don't dress up for Halloween. That's just for children. So I have adopted a lot of American culture and love this country, and I'm very grateful to live here, but that's where I draw the line. I dress up for work. I don't dress up for Halloween.
Fair enough. Charlie Hunnam, thank you so much. Monster,
Right
the
on.
Ed Gein Story on Netflix, now streaming. Hey, thank you so much for chatting with us today, and best of luck. We can't wait to watch it.
Appreciate you.
You're a mess.
Okay, at some point I will work up the courage to watch this. The show, by the way, is not for young ones or faint of heart. And if you'd like more of Lauren's chat with Charlie, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section. Have you watched it yet?
The whole thing. We watched it, the whole thing, episode after episode. I think Travis and I watched it in 2 days.
And?
Disturbing.
Could I handle it?
If Brandon's with you.
Okay.
Just make sure you have an advisor there with you.
And a teddy bear.
There you go. All right, let's